Let me be honest with you. Most of what parades down a runway will never make it into your actual life. The exaggerated proportions, the conceptual pieces, the clothes that seem to require a dedicated team just to put on. They are beautiful in their own right, but they are not real life. They are not Tuesday mornings, or Saturday errands, or dinners with people who matter. But here is the beautiful secret the fashion world sometimes forgets to tell you. Buried beneath all that spectacle are trends that actually translate, pieces and ideas rooted in elegance that feel just as refined when you're walking through your neighborhood as they did when they floated down a Milan catwalk. Welcome back to Elegance in Every Detail, where we believe true style is never about being the loudest in the room. It is about being the most considered. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on 2026 and focusing exclusively on the trends that deserve a place in your wardrobe because they will actually work in your life. No drama, no impractical fantasy, just timeless elegance with a fresh perspective. The quiet power of the cinched waist. There is something inherently graceful about a silhouette that gently defines the waist. And in 2026, this classic proportion is returning with a softness that feels modern rather than restrictive. We are not talking about corsets or anything that compromises comfort. We are talking about pieces designed with thoughtful shaping, garments that acknowledge the natural lines of the body without clinging or constricting. What makes this trend so beautifully wearable is its versatility. A blazer with a slightly nipped waist instantly elevates a simple pair of trousers. A wrap dress that ties at the side creates that same effect while allowing you to adjust the fit throughout the day. Even a well-placed belt over an oversized cardigan or flowing coat can introduce this element without requiring you to purchase anything new at all. The designers who are doing this most elegantly right now understand that definition does not mean tightness. It means intention. It means acknowledging the body's shape through clever construction rather than through discomfort. This is flattering fashion in its truest form, the kind that makes you feel pulled together without making you feel restricted. For spring and summer, look for midi dresses with subtle ruching at the waist, blouses designed to be tucked in and create a natural silhouette, and lightweight jackets with soft tailoring through the midsection. For cooler months, belted wool coats and cardigan wraps continue to carry this elegance forward. The key is choosing pieces where the shaping feels organic, almost effortless, as though the garment was simply designed to move beautifully with you. Draped fabrics that move like poetry. If there is one element that separates truly elegant clothing from everything else, it is the way fabric moves. And in 2026, draped silhouettes are having a moment that feels both fresh and deeply timeless. These are not stiff, structured pieces. These are garments that flow, that shift, that catch the light in subtle ways as you walk. The beauty of draped clothing lies in its inherent sophistication. A gathered blouse in silk or satin immediately reads as refined. A dress with soft pleating through the skirt creates visual interest without requiring any additional embellishment. A top with an asymmetrical drape adds dimension to even the most basic pairing of trousers or jeans. There is a reason this technique has been favored for centuries across cultures and eras. It simply works. What makes this trend particularly wearable for everyday life is that draping does not demand a specific body type or a specific occasion. It flatters because it flows. It moves with you rather than against you. Whether you are reaching for a draped midi skirt to wear to work or a gathered top for a weekend brunch, the effect is the same. You look effortlessly put together, as though getting dressed required no effort at all. When shopping for draped pieces, pay attention to fabric weight. Lighter materials like silk, crepe, and soft jersey drape more naturally and create that fluid effect without adding bulk. Heavier fabrics can also drape beautifully, but tend to create a more structured sculptural look that may feel less casual. For everyday elegance, lean toward fabrics that feel almost weightless against the skin. That is where the true magic of this trend reveals itself. Leather as a timeless layer. Leather has always carried an air of quiet luxury, and in 2026, it is stepping even further into refined wardrobe territory. But we are not talking about the edgy, rebellious leather of decades past. The leather we are seeing now is polished, sophisticated, and surprisingly versatile. It is the kind of fabric that elevates without overpowering. A beautifully cut leather blazer worn over a silk blouse and tailored trousers creates a look that feels powerful yet understated. A soft leather midi skirt in rich brown or deep burgundy pairs effortlessly with cashmere knits. Even a simple leather belt with thoughtful hardware can transform an otherwise ordinary outfit into something that feels intentional and considered. What makes leather so wearable in 2026 is how designers are approaching it with softness in mind. The textures are suppler, the colors are richer, and the silhouettes lean toward clean lines rather than aggressive shapes. This is not leather that screams for attention. This is leather that quietly commands respect. Louise Trotter's debut collection for Bottega Veneta showcased this beautifully, presenting leather in ways that felt immediately wearable. Soft leather coats in muted tones, structured bags in the brand's signature woven technique, and accessories that felt luxurious without being ostentatious. The message was clear. Leather, when handled with craftsmanship and restraint, belongs in the wardrobe of anyone who values timeless elegance. If you are new to incorporating leather beyond a jacket, start with accessories. A structured leather handbag, a pair of refined leather loafers, or a slim leather belt can introduce this element in a way that feels approachable. From there, consider a leather skirt or a leather-trimmed blouse. The trick is treating leather as you would any other elevated neutral, something that integrates seamlessly rather than demanding center stage. The V-neck renaissance. Sometimes the most impactful shifts in fashion are the subtlest ones. And the quiet rise of the V-neck silhouette in 2026 is exactly that kind of shift. After years of crew necks and turtlenecks dominating the knitwear conversation, the V-neck is stepping forward as the more refined, more elongating choice for the modern wardrobe. What makes a V-neckline so inherently elegant is how it draws the eye upward and creates a lengthening effect through the torso. It opens up the neckline just enough to allow for layering, for jewelry, for scarves, without revealing more than feels comfortable. It is flattering on nearly every body type and works across seasons and occasions with equal ease. A V-neck cashmere sweater in a rich, neutral tone instantly becomes the foundation for dozens of outfits. Layered over a collared shirt, it reads as polished and professional. Worn alone with tailored trousers and a statement necklace, it feels effortlessly chic for an evening out. Paired with a silk scarf tucked at the neckline, it carries a distinctly European sensibility that never goes out of style. This trend also extends beyond knitwear. V-neck blouses, V-neck dresses, and even V-neck outerwear are all having a moment. The common thread is that gentle dip at the neckline that adds interest and sophistication without requiring any additional effort. If you are looking to refresh your wardrobe in a way that feels subtle but impactful, swapping out a few of your crewneck pieces for V-neck alternatives is one of the simplest upgrades you can make. Straight leg trousers and the return of refined denim. After several years of exaggerated proportions, from ultra-wide legs to dramatic balloon silhouettes, trousers in 2026 are finding their balance in the middle ground. Straight leg cuts are emerging as the most elegant choice for everyday dressing, offering the ease and comfort we have grown accustomed to, while presenting a cleaner, more polished line. The appeal of the straight leg lies in its versatility. It works just as beautifully with ballet flats as it does with heeled boots. It transitions seamlessly from workwear to weekend. And perhaps most importantly, it flatters without overwhelming, allowing the rest of your outfit to shine rather than competing for attention. In denim specifically, we are seeing a move toward what feels almost like a return to 90s simplicity. Clean, dark washes, crisp, unfussy silhouettes. Denim that looks intentional rather than overly distressed or heavily styled. This is the kind of jean you reach for when you want to feel put together without trying too hard. The kind that pairs just as well with a silk blouse as it does with a simple knit sweater. Tailored trousers are following the same trajectory. Think high-quality wool or crepe in neutral tones, cut with enough room through the leg to feel comfortable, but enough structure to maintain a refined appearance. These are the trousers that carry you through meetings and dinners and everything in between without ever looking out of place. If your trouser collection has leaned heavily toward very wide or very relaxed silhouettes, consider adding 1 or 2 straight leg options in classic neutrals. You will find they fill gaps in your wardrobe you did not even realize existed. Investment accessories that anchor every outfit. If there is one area where elegance truly reveals itself, it is in the accessories. And in 2026, the focus is squarely on pieces that feel considered, that feel investment-worthy, that feel like they belong in your wardrobe for the next decade rather than just the next season. Structured handbags continue to dominate this conversation. Clean lines, quality leather, minimal hardware, and no obvious logos. These are the bags that quietly announce good taste without requiring any explanation. They work with everything from tailored workwear to casual weekend outfits, instantly grounding whatever you are wearing with a sense of polish and intentionality. Shoes follow a similar philosophy. Pointed toe flats, refined loafers, and low-heeled pumps in classic shapes are emerging as the footwear of choice for those who value elegance over trendiness. The emphasis is on craftsmanship and silhouette rather than embellishment or novelty. A well-made loafer in rich brown leather or a sleek black flat with a slightly elongated toe will carry you further than any statement shoe ever could. Jewelry, too, is leaning toward the timeless. Sculptural gold pieces, whether earrings, cuffs, or pendants, are having a strong moment, but the approach is one of restraint. Instead of layering multiple pieces, the focus is on choosing 1 or 2 items with presence and letting them anchor the look. A single bold gold cuff, a pair of elegant drop earrings, a sculptural ring that draws the eye without overwhelming. The thread that connects all of this is intention. Elegant accessories are not an afterthought. They are the finishing touch that transforms a good outfit into a memorable one. Soft color stories that feel like home. The color palette of 2026 feels like a breath of fresh air for anyone who has grown weary of chasing seasonal shades. Yes, there are trend colors making their rounds, chartreuse and cobalt and tangerine among them. But the truly elegant story being told this year is one of rich, livable neutrals punctuated by soft accent tones that feel personal rather than prescribed. Navy is emerging as a particularly sophisticated choice, offering the depth of black with a warmth that feels less severe. Paired with cream, camel, or soft gray, it creates combinations that are endlessly wearable and effortlessly refined. Brown continues its reign as a neutral powerhouse, from deep chocolate to warm caramel, working beautifully with everything from ivory to dusty rose. Soft mauves and dusty pinks are appearing as accent tones that feel grown-up and elegant, especially when paired with deeper neutrals or crisp white. Butter yellow, when used sparingly, adds warmth without overwhelming. And soft shades of gray, particularly cool-tone grays with a hint of blue, are providing a fresh alternative to the blacks and navies that have dominated wardrobes for so long. What makes this color story so wearable is its cohesion. These are shades that naturally complement one another, making mixing and matching effortless. You do not need to overthink your combinations. A wardrobe built on this palette essentially dresses itself. True elegance has never been about following every trend or wearing the most talked-about piece of the season. It has always been about discernment, about knowing what works for your life, your body, your personal aesthetic, and investing in that with confidence. The trends of 2026 offer a beautiful invitation to do exactly that. Cinched waists that flatter without restricting, draped fabrics that move with grace, leather that whispers luxury rather than shouting it, V-necks that elongate and refine, straight-leg silhouettes that balance comfort and polish, accessories that anchor rather than distract, and a color palette that feels like it was designed specifically for real life. These are the trends that deserve your attention. Not because they are flashy or headline-grabbing, but because they work. Because they will serve you season after season, occasion after occasion, without ever feeling dated or out of place. If you found value in this and want more guidance on building a wardrobe rooted in timeless style, make sure to subscribe to Elegance in Every Detail so you never miss an update. And if you are also interested in what is trending in the broader fashion world, head over to Chic Charts, where we break down the latest in a way that is practical and accessible. Until next time, remember that elegance is not about perfection, it is about intention. and every detail matters.